over here, right? So that's good that we have it here. Now we use vgree1. So what I do is, since we know how to program a phone already, I just copy. Make sure that's right. Yeah, vgree1. All right. So then anything with the CSF, Charlie Sam Frank MAC address, that's a Jabber profile, right? Okay. So I can just take any one of these, right? Just get super copy or copy. I go super copy because it has some stuff. You can do either one, but if you do super copy, you have less to edit after. So you go super copy, and you put CSF vgree1, right? Hit save.
They already exist.
Yeah, I didn't see that. See phone. Well, she has one already. Okay. So she's 57534. Okay, that's fine. 57534. So then you build the front profile, right? You associate her end user, like we do a normal phone, right? vgree1, add select, save. And this part, it's just a normal phone, what you do. Then you would come to the line level. You would go, you put the phone number, the partition, her name, no voicemail, no calling search space, but I always give it a calling search space just in case they need to dial out. Mm-hmm. I give it music on hold. And they like to go auto answer on. Okay. So as soon as a call comes in, it's going to automatically route to their headset. If you go auto answer off, it's going to ring the phone and then they'd have to manually do it. But when you go auto answer on or auto answer with speaker, it's just going to route it directly there. So if they're away from their desk, it'll just pick up in their headset, whether they know it or not.
Oh, so they have to always be at their desk, basically, right?
Pretty much, yeah. So, or auto answer speaker. Okay. And then as soon as a call comes in, it's going to auto answer on the speaker. But we go headset. These are just, you don't have to do anything with here because they're not doing any forwarding and they have no voicemail, right? Mm-hmm. And then everything's just incoming. And then you come down here, it just looks like, a phone, name, and then this is the display label that's going to be on their Jabber profile. And then we use the 800 number because it's not a physical number that they can be called back. So we give it the 800-342-5397. So that's the main number to DWP. So.
Thank you for calling your Los Angeles Department of Water.
And this is how you can get to them.
Who's that guy?
Say English or press 1. Para instrucciones en español.
So it hits the main IVR. And then all calls are recorded, so you would have to hit automatic call recording enabled. So this is, no matter what call comes in, it's going to be recorded. And those are the different options: disabled, selective, but we go automatic. And variant, that's our recording system. And we go phone preferred. And then silent, that's the calling search space that gets it over there. And you would just hit save. So the phone part's done. So, but for her to log in, you'd have to go to user management, application user, PG user. So if she's not logged into, if her phone is not in PG user, she won't be able to log in to her Jabber profile. Or I'm sorry, she won't be able to log into that number. Oh, you know what? Let me see. I forgot her number. 57534. 57534. So you go here, application user, PG user, device association. And it's already done. So you hit, you would check it, hit save, select it. So now you go back to users and hit it again, back to find user to get back to that main screen, and you go to variant. So this will record the number. So if you don't have this number selected in variant, the call won't record.
Okay.
So you have to make sure, and usually whatever you did last, it'll come up on the next screen as well. And you just hit, check it, save selected. So now her number is going to be recorded in variant. So then you go to the end user and you just associate her device to her end user account. So you have to have these. You have to have these to log into, to the self-care portal or the WXCCE and Jabber. So you have to have these. And you have to hit save separately, because if you just do that and do all this stuff,
It won't save those.
it won't save these. So just do these separate. And then you go to device association, just like we would a phone. 573-57534. That's her. Save selected. Come over here, go back to user. And then we give her primary extension. Select that. And then we give it the CCM and CTI. So she's done. So it's just like a phone.
So where does she go to log in? How do you know? How did you know was she on Active Directory? Is that giving her login?
Well, this is not this is kind of an Active Directory, but it's the Active Directory on the call center.
Well, no, I'm saying the Active Directory you did down there when you couldn't find her. Was that giving her like using her network ID to give her credentials to a Jabber?
Which one? This?
No, the folder, the Manila folder that you first started with that you couldn't find her.
Oh yeah.
So is that giving her login credentials to Jabber?
No. Well, no. This gets her into Variant.
Okay.
So this will give you access to Variant and this one. These two.
What's giving her access to her Jabber?
Oh, just
Doing it on
the
call
username
manager?
and ID. Because before in the past we used to make up the username and ID. So we make it first name, last name, first name, last name. But now it's sunk to LDAP.
So what did she have to do anything else for Jabber?
No, so Jabber should go like this. So you would go to Jabber. Where's my Jabber? I just upgraded, so okay. I think it's Okta. So this is how they would log into Jabber. So Implazo. So they would go to Jabber, right? They would log in. Let me see, you got my number. So I got two numbers, right? This is what they would do. So everything's Active Directory now.
Okay.
So it's going to be pretty much the username and password, and then they would go to WXCCE. And you got your username and you got your extension 56497. And sometimes you go, hey, I can't log into Finesse. You have to have
Jabber?
You have to have Jabber launched, or you have to have this number needs to be active for you to log in.
Okay.
So let's see. See? And then now they're ready to take calls. So I'll show you what happens a lot. Let me see. How do you log out of this thing?
So all the representatives have to do this every day or
Yes.
every morning?
Uh-huh.
Like right
I
when
mean,
they get there?
they either do it from the phone, right? So if they do it from the phone's always on, right?
Oh, okay.
Let me see, sign out. I'm going to end the shift. Okay. But let's say I shut this and we get this a lot. Sign out. So now I'm out. Then I sign in. What the hell?
It won't work because they're not signed into Jabber first.
Well, no, you should. It should. I don't know why I didn't have me do this the first time. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna sign in. See, failed to connect to phone.
Okay.
Right? Because this is not launched. Right? Mm-hmm. And then sometimes they'll try to log into, or something, they'll fat finger a number, and then they'll be logged in, but they're taking calls at the wrong spot. And they'll be like, hey, it says I'm logged in someone else, because someone else logged in. So you find out hey, what's your number? So you go to that number that she thinks it is, or she says, you reset that phone, it automatically kick her out. And then she'll be able to log in.
That's on the front of the page of the device phone, right?
Yeah. Well, no, because sometimes they'll log in, because they use finesse. If they're sitting at their desk, they'll use the number here. If they're working from home, they use their Jabber.
Oh, you know what? No, it's you have to go to the little drop down on the side, right, to do reports and see who's signed in where.
No, this is different.
So how do you see who's signed in to on a different piece?
On Jabber here? You don't. You just got to take their word for it.
So what do you do to kick the phone out?
Oh, just reset the phone. So she goes, I go, what's your extension? Or which phone are you trying to log into? Because they know their numbers. And they go, I'm at 56241. So I would just go to, we'll just go to any phone. Go 3rd Street. They'll be like, I'm at 42062. You're, okay. Reset.
Oh, that's how you reset. Okay.
Yeah, and then whoever's logged in there, it's gonna drop them, and then they'll go. Because sometimes they, like I said, they'll fat finger, and it'll take, and they think it's working. And they go, I'm not receiving calls. I go, where are you logged into, right? And then they'll put the wrong number in, or they'll be like, I'm logged in, or they'll log into their Jabber, and their Jabber's logged on at home, and it works, but they're like, I'm not receiving calls. And I go, that one's kind of hard. You kind of have to go, do you have a Jabber number, and then reset that one.
And there's no way they can just see the number, like, oh, wait, that's my
For us, number. No, we don't have a way of monitoring
but
it.
Can they see that?
Hey, nah.
You guys got this.
So you would go to reporting, and then Joy did that the other day. She's like, hey, I'm unable to log in, right? So she goes, hey, I'm unable to log in. And you just kind of go over here and you look for her profile. And she goes, oh, okay, this is where you're logged in at. He's logged in here, and just go to that phone. This is the corporate side.
Okay.
So you would go to Unified Reporting, you go to System Reports.
So Albert said he's not gonna have anything like the modules.
Right. And then what you do is let's say you find, let's say Matthew Wynn calls, because he's logged in here, but he wants to go to his phone, right? So all you got to do is look at this MAC address and search the MAC address in Guy 5, right? So you go back. So this MAC address is where they're logged in at. So this is the phone, right? So Jesse's logged into a phone. So let's go D704. I think it's a phone. So you would come here, you go to your regular call manager. You go to device, phone, like you would a phone. Device name contains D704. And it's his IP communicator, okay. So you would click on the device and you would come down, and then you would see that he's logged in. So you would just hit log out.
Okay.
And then that'll allow them to log in somewhere else.
Okay. And you showed that to me too, because if you had the phone template doesn't have the extension mobility button, right? You have to force it this way.
Yes. But actually you could fix it on the fly too. It'll reset itself and add it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so if you forget to do that, just do it here. to log them
Okay.
out. Yeah, but you can. If you update that profile and hit save, it'll put it back on. It'll put it for them because it'll flash and make the update, and then it'll be there for them. So that's and then these ones and then let's say for to go back to VGRE 57534 because all of these numbers reside in the on-premise call manager, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I call 57534, it rings to here, right?
Mm-hmm.
That number is going to ring in this call manager. But since we have a new call manager, and then so everything that needs to be logged in, like Jabber and the phones, like the agents, they're in this cloud call manager. So we have to ship that number over to here. So if you don't, how we do that is we make a route plan, right? And then you go 57534. So this is the call manager, right? This is the original call manager. So her number sits in here now, but so 5753. But she's here, but the number sits here, but her device is over here, right?
Okay.
So we got to get this number from here to here, right? So in the old call manager,
Where the number's sitting on, right?
where the numbers come in at,
Okay.
we have to make a route plan report. And then we go 57534. So she already has one. You see there's a route plan and it takes it over there. So you have to build a route plan report to get that number from this call manager over to this one.
Okay.
But for the most part, they're already done. If you're reusing a number, that part's already been done. But all you would have to do, if you're adding a number, just go to an existing one. We'll just say this one. And then just hit copy. And you put your number there. And you hit save. And this is the routing for it.
Okay.
So it's simple. Once, if you just you don't have to do anything other than hit copy, put your number.
Where was the copy button?
Okay, so go here, route plan report. So you would click on the actual route plan report. Anyone will work. If you notice, they all have this to get you over to the new one. So click anyone. I like to use 52301 if you need to search one. And then you just hit copy.
Oh, there's a copy.
Yeah, you hit copy, and then you put your new number that you want to ship over there. Because sometimes if you put a number over there, and then you don't do it, that phone won't ring. So you gotta put it over there.
Let's see. Sometimes if you don't do what?
If you don't build a route plan report,
Okay.
let's say it's a brand new number that hasn't been used before or doesn't have one of these, like you use a brand new 7999 number and you put a new phone over in the call center, that phone won't ring.
So check the plan.
You gotta make a route plan for it to get over there.
Okay.
Kind of like CDP in it.
Yeah, because it sits over in the old call manager, and we have to ship it over to the new call manager.
And that's going from A to B or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, so